Questions and Answers by Lee Grandin, Managing Director of award-winning Landlord Mortgages. My wife and I are looking for our first investment property, looking for something that needs work done to add value, but wants to rent out rather than sell straight away. They're selling their house and the plan is to use equity in their house to buy the buy-to-let property. But the more they look, the more they think they need to hold more money back from the sale to do work needed. So if this is the case, they'd need in the region of a 30k mortgage and aim to pay it off in 1 to 2 years. So the questions are, if their intention is to rent it out but may take a year to renovate, is buy-to-let mortgage still the correct type to go for, even though they won't get income? They wouldn't get in for a year. Yeah. Or better to get a residential mortgage, seeing as they would have paid off before renting out anyway.
Interesting. It depends what the eventual aim is. If they're looking to live in the property, then it should be a residential mortgage. If you can purchase the property on a residential mortgage, then I don't see why you wouldn't do that, because residential rates are lower than buy-to-let rates. And if the intention is to live in the property, then that's the type of mortgage you need, not a buy-to-let. But the question is a good one, but it's not totally related. But they talk about buying a property that needs renovation. I mean, the thing about buy-to-let and how my landlords got very successful is that they understood that buying a property in need of works is the best route forward to make the most money to allow them to build up their portfolio. So they would buy a property, do it up, and then they would refinance that property once it's done up, and that would allow them to pull out more equity, because generally if you do up a property it goes up in value. So they would then pull out the money on a mortgage, and with that funds they would go on and buy a second property, and that process is how my portfolio landlords built up.
Yeah, and then their second question further to that is, if they had a buy-to-let mortgage, is the salary from work taken into account, or is it based solely on the rental value of the house they're buying?
Yeah, so again, this touches on the questions earlier, in that it is based on rental income. Some lenders will have a minimum personal income requirement, so they may request that you earn £20,000 a year from a source other than the buy-to-let property. So it just depends. But the whole point of having a buy-to-let mortgage is that it's self-funding based on the rental income. So rental income covers your mortgage payments and give you a little bit of surplus in case something goes wrong and you have a tenant leave the property early, or you can't find a tenant. You've still got a little bit of a extra cushion whilst you find another tenant or sell the property.